This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all, man. Let's get right into it, man. This is hilarious to me, man. BJ Saunders, leave it to this freaking fool to mess up the Cold War situation that these fighters were going on right now. Caleb Smith is probably somewhere want to slap this dude like, what the hell are you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to get this guy to fight on a fair playing ground. Let me say it again. We trying to get this guy to fight on a fair playing ground, and then you go out of your way to sit here because you want to fight this guy literally for free, and you take whatever handouts come your way. Listen, man, the Cold War is done. It's gone. Now, y'all need to understand, Super Paid to Lose 3.0 edition is enacted, dog. Let me say it again. Super Paid 3.0 edition is enacted. Bottom line is this, dog. So hear me and hear me well. BJ Saunders is paid to lose. Him agreeing to this unification bout on May 2nd with Canelo Alvarez tells me everything I need to know. First of all, it's a Cinco de Mayo fight. So you already know Canelo ain't losing this fight. You already know that. Y'all got to put two and two together. This is a Mexican holiday. They going to make sure Canelo Alvarez don't lose this fight. And secondly, BJ Saunders already said, I'll fight Canelo Alvarez literally for free. When you see a man is that desperate to get a fight, that means he's willing to do whatever it is necessary in order for this fight to take place. We saw this with Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs said he needed to feed his son. You know what I'm saying? He needed to take care of his son. And I'm not taking nothing away from fighters. Fighters got to do what they got to do to feed their families, man. Take care of their families. It is what it is. Then we saw this with Sergey Kovalev. He had a mobster situation going on. Sergey Kovalev had a big-time situation to where he needed money, and he got a $12 million paycheck. Money he's never seen before. BJ Saunders is going to get paid. But here's the problem. There's going to be stipulations involved. In the stipulations of the fight, it's going to say that BJ Saunders is going to have to do this and he's going to have to do that. Meaning a rehydration clause is going to have to be agreed upon. I wouldn't be surprised if they turn around and say, let's do this thing at a cash weight. But that'd be reaching. That'd be going too far. But the bottom line is there's going to be a rehydration clause. And then the other thing, too, is this. BJ Saunders is going to have to agree to every demand that Canelo Alvarez gives, because Canelo Alvarez is going to have to look very good in this fight. And in order for him to look very good, that means BJ Saunders is going to have to be the worst version of himself. Because even a BJ Saunders at 50% gives Canelo Alvarez problems. You know why? Because BJ Saunders is a hell of a counterpuncher, man. Anybody that knows boxing knows this. BJ Saunders sets up guys through counterpunching, and BJ Saunders throws a lot of volumes, and he proves himself to be a fighter that can go the distance if need be. We know this to be true when we're talking about BJ Saunders and everything that's associated with him. I'm trying to tell you guys, man, y'all got to see the writing on the wall for what it is, man. It's sad, but that's just the state of affairs that we're dealing with when it comes to the sport of boxing, man. We got to deal with these politics, man. We have to deal with these shenanigans. And I'm sick and tired of this shenanigans nonsense, because now, what are we seeing here? We're going to see a fighter that's not going to get tested. We're going to see a fighter that's not going to get pushed, man. And the bottom line is this. We're going to see a fighter that gets to get off with another paid-to-lose fight, and then he's going to have a name on his resume. See, this allows for his cult-like followers to say, you see, he beat up Danny Jacobs. You see, he beat up Sergey Kovalev. You see, he beat up BJ Saunders. Remember, Ultra fanboys, you got to do their mouth, dog, because you know Ultra fanboy. You see, he beat up Danny Jacobs. You see, he beat up Sergey Kovalev. You see, he beat up BJ Saunders. That's the thing, man. It's sad because, like I said before, this is the thing that is the biggest issue with Canelo Alvarez. His boxing career could be a real boxing career. But why does his boxing career have to have all of these smoke and mirrors associated with it? Why does there have to be a super paid to lose? Why does there have to be a rehydration clause? Why does there have to be controversies? Why does there have to be gifts? Why does there have to be cherry picking? Why does there have to be wounded animals, man? What you're seeing from BJ Saunders is a three-pronged problem. He's a wounded animal, because anytime a guy's begging for money and say that they'll fight literally for free, that's a wounded animal waiting to happen. Secondly, not only is he a wounded animal, you got to look at the other two scenarios that's equated into this. He's also a guy that's begging for damn money. So that puts him in a position to where he's going to take a rehydration clause. And then you have to look at the fact that he's a cherry picker. You know why I say that? Because Canelo Alvarez knows that he's cherry picked the situation, because BJ Saunders is a fighter that basically is willing to take whatever comes his way. That is what you call the definition of cherry picking, man. I'm sick and tired of this, man. As fight fans, y'all need to demand more from this shit. Because now you know this shit gonna be on DAZN. You already know this gonna happen. This is why, you know what I'm saying, every time I get the chance to want to cover Canelo Alvarez, I have a cringe, dog. I feel some type of way, in a way to where when I cover him, I get hot and bothered like grits about it. Because it's like, you can't cover actual fighting with this guy. You have to look at all of the other mitigating factors that's associated with him. Nothing with this guy is fair. Nothing with this guy happens on fair terms. BJ Saunders messed up something that these fighters were potentially going to do. It was called Cold War. This was going to allow Canelo Alvarez to do something he hasn't done before, which is fight on fair terms. And then BJ Saunders goes and messes this thing up. So in this video, I'm hot and bothered myself like grits, because usually I get other folks hot and bothered like grits. But I'm hot and bothered like grits because BJ Saunders has messed something up. Jamal Charlo denied that damn low ball offer. Demetrius Andrade was like, heck nah, screw that. I'm not taking whatever. Caleb Plant was smart enough to realize they trying to overwork me. Caleb Smith was like, nah, y'all trying to dehydrate me. You don't want me at my best, and then you trying to not pay me what I'm due. But BJ Saunders, leave it to him. See, you always got to find the weakest link, dog. There's always the weakest link. And his ass was the weakest link because he wants money. That's what it boils down to. I get it. You haven't had any top fights in years. You know what I'm saying? The fight that you had with Demetrius Andrade fell to the wayside, but that's self-inflicted on your part because you did that to your damn self. And then the other truth of the fact of the matter is this. You didn't really apply yourself because you could have had bigger fights in your career. So now you're looking at Canelo Alvarez to be the ultimate payday. Y'all got to see the writing on the wall, man. Super Paid to Lose 3.0 edition. Super Paid to Lose 3.0 style. It's really that simple, folks. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.